You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi.
Hey, Kiwis. Y'all the best.
Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than
And the rest. Give him a taste. No, my hooky, my welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. There's only the two of us in the studio again. Do we need the song again or no?
What song?
Just the two of us.
Oh.
Make it if we... Oh, you don't want it. Okay.
Sorry, nope. Hey, it is just the two of us today.
So Jason and I, and how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. It was good. We obviously got together, watched the game on Sunday night.
Yes, we did.
How was work the next day?
It was a bit of a battle, like, even after the game. I didn't watch the full game because I was like, oh, well, I know what's happening here, but then...
That was 5 minutes in. He was just out here. I know what was going to happen here. No, not quite.
But it was a battle that first day. But hey, you do it for what you love.
You do it. Yes, it was a battle. Sweet. All right. First off, shout out to the major sponsors.
Yes, you go, sorry.
Major sponsors, FitZone, New Zealand based in Matamata, Te Aroha, Paeroa and Waihi. Their latest FitZone MEP challenge run through the MyZone belt and system is up and running. It's Hauraki district, so that's Waihi and Paeroa versus Matamata Piako, which is Matamata obviously, and Te Aroha. So they're going head to head there, those four the four gyms. We're raising funds for the Heart Foundation. So go, if you're not a member or don't have a belt or whatever, you can jump onto our website and still donate for a great cause. So I'll be slogging my guts out for that. Getting Team Matamata Piako up over the line. I've got this jersey on still.
FitZone, man.
Repping the sponsors, that's right. Got my other Kiwis jumper underneath.
Yeah, got mine underneath too, but, forgot.
All right, so without further ado, we'll rip right into it. Jason, do you want to kick us off with...
Yes. Before we start, though, and
recap.
before I forget,
Yes.
because we have no Sam, cheer the Sindo. Get that in there. Hey, cheer the Sindo. Anyway, recap. It was... Penrith paid mean. They were insane. They just proved why they're best.
Okay, and next segment is... what do you think stood out from them? What do you think they've done well?
They just didn't give away stupid penalties, which can easily turn the game around. They just didn't do that, so they didn't give the Eels a shot at trying to...
They were clinical.
Yeah. As much I don't hate seeing them win, but I just don't like seeing them win. But because
they won so many times.
Yeah.
Not that many. I mean,
yeah.
They've lost 10 games in the last 3 years?
Yeah, so, but seeing that, it was just they're insane.
I mean, the right team obviously won.
Also seen Ivan Cleary and Nathan Cleary said, man, we can still have that at the Warriors. Hold on to them.
Could have had that.
But I feel like there's not much to say about Para because they didn't really...
Yeah,
They just did crucial mistakes like Sivo dropping the ball.
Yeah, there were a few errors. I just think Penrith... Yeah, it was hard for Para to get any momentum.
I think for Penrith, they won it at the start through the middle of their forwards. Their forwards were just insane.
Hey, I think you've hit the nail on the head. The impact,
Yeah. And it just... Para just didn't know what hit them, really.
They were trying their darndest, but Penrith were just better. And Leota and Fisher Harris and Liam Martin as well. Holy hecker.
Liam Martin, he's mean.
They were just banging people. They won the contact all the time. Actually, over the whole team with all their defence, doesn't matter who was tackling, they were winning that contact. They weren't getting pushed back. They were hold them up, push them back, which we spoke about earlier in the year. Their tactic of they don't necessarily wrestle someone straight to the ground.
Yeah.
They will contact hard and then they try and hold them up, walk them back, that sort of style.
Yeah.
Which it just meant it's suffocating to a team and Para are just struggling to do anything about it.
Para did what Para do best, inconsistent with their
I think they were forced into that a bit, though.
Yeah. Well, and
'Cause
not being at home as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that doesn't help. But
Well, they just don't have that good home away stat, don't they?
no, that's something they haven't really managed to do. But yeah, Penrith definitely forced them into a few. Well, they had to try other stuff
Yeah.
because just doing the normal shit
Yeah.
wasn't working.
The Kiwi boy still played good though. Like Papali'i was probably
Yeah, when they
best
started to
Kiwi.
get a bit of a
He's-
little bit of momentum at the end.
he pretty much set up both those.
Yeah,
Little,
he pretty much set up both tries. So Ice Pup,
the man.
good work, mate. But I think if I look back at the stats, the amount of, I think Ice had to make 42 tackles or something, 43, which is a lot for a second rower.
Yeah.
And I think Lane made similar. I think Ice missed 11.
Hey.
But if you count that all up, that's over 50 to being run at nearly 50 times.
Yeah.
It's the same with on the other side. So they obviously had a plan. Para used Ice and Lane a lot to like break open the defence.
Yeah.
And like if you're just ramming it into them, people into them the whole time, it's very hard for them to be effective.
Yeah, Penrith came with a plan and they executed it
Very well.
better than what they probably planned to.
I think was it Ivan Cleary said that he felt like that was their first half. He felt like they came off thinking that was the perfect half.
Yeah, well, I think they had an interview with Cleary or something after Nathan Cleary, and it was either the next day or after the game. And they asked, has that been one of your best half of footballs? And he's like, it would be up there.
Yeah, because it just seems like they couldn't do anything wrong in that first half.
Mm.
Do you know what it reminded me of? It felt the same as when the Warriors played Manly in that final. And like it wasn't as dominant.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we got dominated that much, but yeah, you can kind of just feel
Yeah.
you're wanting them to do stuff. You're wanting them to like break the line, and they just can't. But
And,
yeah,
and you're waiting for that miracle try.
and that's the thing.
Got to say though, that first try was insane.
What was the first try
Edwards
again?
with the
Oh yeah,
inside. Oh, that's
inside to Crichton,
mm,
and Dilly followed him over,
yeah.
left that big hole.
Oh, actually, what I remember, old Jesse Holdsworth, one of the boys,
Yep.
sent me his bet that he wanted to put on their game, but because it had the Clive Churchill in it, he couldn't do it. He did Crichton first try,
Yes. Penrith 15 plus something.
Penrith 14 plus, and then Dylan Edwards,
The
Clivey, and then pretty sure that's all he had in there. Might have had it any time, but I'm pretty sure that's all he had in there. But he couldn't do it in same game multi, and he sent it to the TAB, and they shouted him a $20 bonus bet.
Oh shit.
He's like, surely this is worth something. Just like joking around, they're like, send us your account your account details, and we'll flick something through to you.
Could you not put those all in the same game?
Apparently not with the Clive Churchill. Like you can do the other ones, but I
That's
guess
annoying.
yeah.
Why would they leave that out of it?
I don't know, but you know how you only have the limited options anyway.
Yeah, true.
Anyway,
Come on, Tabby.
on your Jesse,
On you, mate.
spend that $20 wisely.
Yeah, look. Penrith dominant. Absolutely dominant. Really stoked we got the best two front rowers in the game in our team than the Kiwis.
Yep.
I guess we'll talk about it later. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up something else, but it's
Yeah, I know what you-
okay.
Yep.
All right, so from that we'll move into...
Now watch me do my dance. I'm the player of
That'll
the
work.
day.
Yeah, so
Day. Player of the day. Day.
Hey, not exactly MVKs, kind of is, but for the NRL Grand Final, we've done a bit of a Kiwi spin on the Clive Churchill, and we've named it. We're doing the Benji Marshall Medal, and this is for the Kiwis that participated in the final, the standout, the best on ground, as far as Kiwi players are concerned. I'm leading the chase. For me personally, there was some good performances. Obviously, Sorensen, Leota, and Fisher Harris played really well. Surprise, surprise, from the winning team.
Mm.
I think.
How good was that try?
Oh,
Sorry.
where was Gutho? That was.
There's no one there. It was so good.
But so off, I think that there's that defence now where a lot of the times the fullback's up on the line as opposed to roaming.
Yeah.
Because like he got caught out a couple of times.
He got it called out a couple of times, but man, was he insane under that high ball.
Yeah, no, he's bloody solid. But that was like Anyone home? Nope.
But yes,
Then the Para boys, I think they tried. Could they have done anything else to affect the game in a way where they could win? Probably not.
they were just shut down too much, and like Dylan Brown just didn't have the options he normally does, where he can just, if he gets a chance, he'll run it or step.
They just weren't really in those solid play the balls. I think they started to near the end of the second half, but too late.
I think there was also like a lot riding on Para. Like there was just maybe, even though they're professional athletes, there's too much pressure because people didn't want Penrith to win.
Yeah, that all matters.
So I think it comes down to that a little bit, which they have to get over because they are professional athletes. But hey, what do I know? I don't do that as a job.
Yeah. Did you have anything else to add to that before we announce who it is?
No, I just pretty much agree with you. Like, the Penrith boys were mean, insane.
Yeah.
Gets me excited for the World Cup.
Yeah. So basically, it was. I reckon we both were nearly settled. It was out of the two players.
Yeah.
And we thought it came down to James Fisher-Harris or Moses Leota. And in the end, we settled with Moses Leota. Congratulations, mate. Why did you have him taking that out?
In that first 15, 20 minutes, he was just insane. Like,
he was just
powering
people
forward, stopping, and he was snapping people in half. He was insane in tackles. And I think that's, like I was saying before, they pretty much won up through the middle with their forwards, and I think that's what probably rattled
built the one, yeah.
Eels the most at the start. He was just insane. He even smoked Dylan Brown at one point.
Come on, man.
He's in your team. But no, he...
it was between him and the Fish for me personally as well, but I had the same reasons. He was just explosive. I think he impacted the game slightly more.
Yeah, and even when he come off and come back on, he was just...
Yeah, and then Fish had blood. He played mean too, so... that combo is like front rowers. Is there a world where they... it's just hard with the rotation of props we already have, but...
Yeah.
You wouldn't do too wrong putting both of them starting.
Oh, I'd prefer it, but it's hard when they come out and name someone else as captain.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
All right, so congratulations, Moses Leota. Not only did you get the Benji Marshall medal, but you parted the Red Sea.
How
earlier
good is
this year.
that? Like, at the start of the year, he wasn't in our teams, but now he's won like the
Benji
Marshall
I think
medal.
he's definitely he was good at the start of the year too, but he's just really bloody peaked, and he rattled Trell Mick.
Like when trainers get their horse peaked for that one race.
That's right. Even that other week when he rattled Trell Mick, I think that actually stopped. That put him back in his shell a bit for the rest of the game. So well done, Moses. Well deserved. All right. The next segment we're going to hit is... Yeah or nah? First year or nah tonight. Penrith celebrating the way they have been. Are you a fan of it? Yes or no? Yay or nay?
I'm assuming we're talking about
just overall.
Uppy and...
So you got Uppy, you got Luai, you've got even the big fish making a few statements.
This fish, man, he is hilarious. I feel like the media do what they do, but coming and trying to interview them or record them after a night on the piss and probably more is hard yakka. But RP probably shouldn't have come out and said what he said.
Yeah, that was
because that's just an insult to the team he's going to.
Yeah.
The fish, I feel like it's just banter at the end of the day.
Yeah. So was that a yes? You're a fan of it?
Yes with most of it. No with Uppy Coruscant. That was a bit
removing Uppy, but
yeah.
Okay.
What else? What else have? Oh, that's right. Old What did Luai delete?
I screenshotted it. He just had a photo of him and I think it was Dylan Edwards, and he had this. It was just like this. And he's like my nigger, and he just wrote my nigger out on there. When I seen it on his story, I was like, oh, you're not allowed to do that, mate. And then nick minute. I screenshotted it too. I haven't posted anything.
Send me money now, or else.
I may have leaked it. Nah. So you'll be calling someone else daddy in jail? No. I am. If I'm being 100% honest, it's a yes from me.
It should be not. They've earned it.
Yeah, I just personally think it's funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Even like Uppy giving them saying that line in that it was real funny.
that's funny.
It's like
And-
like old Papali'i.
Blink going to Tigers.
That was the funniest.
So he's in trouble for that too. But he's probably not even going there anyway.
Yeah.
Come
to Warriors.
I am a
almost
fan
done
of
deal.
it. I think it's crack up.
If you go through 25 rounds, finals, and win,
3 grand finals, lost one, won 2.
you earn to be like...
And, like you said, and the main point for me is, right, you got people asking them questions. Like you said, they're on the piss, hard out. They did not sleep. They went straight to that fans thing.
Yeah.
Like just after playing a massive game of footy,
Did you see that?
just smashing piss all night. Then not sleeping at all, going to the fans thing. First off, they shouldn't have put them in front of the fans like that.
Yeah. Did you see the interview of Cleary? Like shirt off, goggles around his neck. Man, he was gone.
But, you know, it's entertaining. So it's a yes from me. Some people think it's like quite rude to they're bad winners.
Yeah.
Well, then
They'll be into it.
then don't lose, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Like, I'm all sweet with it. Even like RP, I'm like, fuck, that's pretty funny. But he probably shouldn't have said it, seeing he's going to that team. Like,
I mean, possibly
next-
they probably wouldn't have said it if they weren't pissed as and,
yeah.
you know, you got to...
And the
They
team
either got to wait to like, A, get their social media off them,
yeah.
players first, and then 2, don't interview them for at least a couple of days.
That
Like, give them a chance to bloody blow off some steam,
Yeah.
be crazy jokers.
Yeah. Like, it just cracks me up, man. They know how to celebrate. That's
Yeah, and
such
it's just, I guess Storm are a little bit different, but, you know, Cheese was doing a bit of that when they won. Champ Cheese. Oh, that's all good. It's crack up.
the hectic cheese. He's the man.
All I know was that I think Luai's going to be calling quite a few of the Kiwis boys daddy later on this year.
Also, actually, it would annoy me if they ban him for a game or whatever, because then it's shit for Samoa, and it brings up our thing we talked about last week or the week before.
Yeah, what you get banned for.
Like, yeah, he probably shouldn't have put that, but it's annoying because you want you want to have the best people playing for the World Cup.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's punishing Samoa.
Yeah, and like Samoa are third favourites or something now.
Yeah, you know, what I mean, if they had him on, him not playing for Samoa makes a big dent in their team.
Yeah. So, hey, just let them party. Don't
Play on. Let the boys
don't
have.
interview them under 12 hours after they won the.
Haven't slept, just on the piss. They're gonna. I'm surprised they said just that. I'm surprised they could actually speak. Our mate Joel's, one nighter, he can barely speak. All right, the next year on now is Clive Churchill and Dally M winners, not named in the Kangaroo squad to go to Aussie. So this is the year on now.
I'm ready.
Should they automatically go into the Kangaroos if they win those awards? Being that Dally M's supposed to say who the best player in the NRL is.
Dally M, yes.
And the Clive Churchill's supposed to say who the best player of the NRL Grand Final was. Speak to me.
Dally M, definitely. Like, that's just almost like, even though Cleary didn't...
Well, the other thing is, like, if you're looking at NRL form...
He was way above...
You got DCE in there, right?
Was he in the top 10? Nah.
Don't think so.
I think that's just more of a insult to Hines, because he was insane this year.
I guess, you know, you got to juggle it would have been very hard decisions to make.
And for Edwards, I'd love to see him in the Kangaroos. Even above Tedesco, because like he's such a mean player. He's one of my favourite players at the moment. He's just got so much flair about him.
Now, that's a call.
I know. Well, Tedesco is obviously probably...
And I think they named the captain as well, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's probably...
I still probably...
Like you wouldn't go like...
I don't think...
have him over Tedesco, but it would be mean to see him... Like, even just one of the smaller games, just chuck him in.
Yeah, you could, definitely. I guess I think they got Trell Mitt. He can play at the back.
Yeah. It's like we were saying last week.
But I'd probably prefer if I was Australia, to not have Traumit at fullback
Mm.
while over there. You're better off taking Dylan Edwards, but we will talk about that more
Yes.
in the squad breakdowns because we're going to do Australia. So you're kind of 50-50. Yes, they should automatically include.
Oh, I feel like the Daily M, especially if the other ones, the other like
It's just for the
number
final.
7s are chosen,
Oh, yeah.
where they rank on the like. Even though Daly Cherry Evans probably step up, he was nowhere near.
Now, he played awesome in Origin,
Yes.
and that's it. But then a lot of people saying Origin isn't. I mean, you got to take that into account. But at the end of the day,
And like he'll probably prove us wrong, Cherry Evans.
he'll
but
play well, but would they lose anything by taking Nico Hines instead? Like, I don't think DC is the future of the Kangaroos team.
Nah, it's just annoying because Hines put all that effort in all year.
I think he deserves to be
he
there.
proved himself, and obviously you're not going to.
And he's proved how good he is off the bench
Yeah.
for the Storm.
Yeah, and you're not going to have.
He's very versatile.
You're obviously not going to say no to not have Cleary in the team. So
Yeah.
it was the only other option. I was quite surprised not having him in there.
And you can see also with like how they got Ben Hunt for hooker, so he can still cover in the halves.
Yeah.
But anywho, that's the other subject.
What are you feeling?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was going to say yes to both, but I probably agree with you now. Actually, now I think about it, because the Churchill is just for the final. So, but then the best player in the final,
And he was pretty much the best by far.
I think I'd probably still fit him in, but I don't think he should automatically go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, righty, tidy, lefty loosey. No, it's not bet. Next up, we're going to do a quick breakdown of the squads, and we'll do this over this episode and the next one. More so the next one because we won't be talking about NRL that much. But we'll start off with the big dogs, the big doggy dogs. I'm going to break down Lebanon. No.
Whoa.
We're going to do the mighty Kiwis and the Australian Kangaroos.
Just trying to find that Aussie one.
If you go to the World Cup website,
Oh, maybe this is it.
here we go. Get to the list.
Here we go. Cool.
All right, so rattle them off, mate.
Should we go Aussie first and then?
Yeah, we'll
finish
do
with
Aussie. Actually, we'll do Aussie first, yes.
them? Okay.
The Kangaroos.
Matt Burden.
You missed someone at the top. You missed the first person. There's a
Whoa.
picture there.
Man, why did they have a...
I think there was a picture that's not loaded.
Oh. Josh Adokar.
Let's trot.
Eh?
Let's trot.
Let's trot. It would be good to see him in the squad, especially because he didn't get into Origin.
Yeah.
Matt Burden. Excited about him being in the team. I like Burden.
Yep.
He's a man. Regan Campbell-Gillard. The moustache.
Pistachio.
Probably one of your favourite players. Patrick Carrigan.
Patrick Hard Carrigan.
It'll be interesting to see how these players go because I've obviously had a bit of time off as well. Daly Cherry Evans. Nathan Cleary. Lindsay Collins. Where we at? Ruben Cotter. Angus Crichton. He had a mean end of the season.
I'll have a crack at this one, bro.
No. You go.
Tino
Dino.
Fa'a Sua Malawi.
See, whenever I see his name, I always try to say it, and then I always get this mumbled up in the middle.
That's probably one of the harder ones out there. Tino
Yeah.
Fa'a Sua Malawi. Off you go. You got the rest.
Campbell Graham. Harry Grant. Valentine Holmes. He's going to be mean.
Deserved it.
He's going to be mean this World Cup, I reckon. I reckon he'll probably be...
You reckon he's be up there for player of the tournament?
For Australia. Him and the next one, Ben Hunt, I reckon will be the standouts for Australia.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they use Ben.
Liam Martin, obviously.
Amazing game for Penrith. That was crazy.
Would have been shocking if he didn't get in the team.
Oh,
Latrell Mitt,
Chalmette.
Cameron Munster, Cameron Murray. He's vice captain, by the way.
Oh, nice.
I must have passed captain before. Oh no, there he is. Jeremiah Nanai, sorry. How good was he getting Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, no, he's a bloody top player.
And Murray Tuolangi, he was mean. Got Try of the Year as well also.
Yep.
James Tedesco, captain. Jake Travojevic.
Jakey's in there. He'll be excited. I'm stoked he's in there, actually.
Hard. I like Jakey.
He's one of my favourite players.
Oh, and also Jack Wyden. I love Jack Wyden. He's a man.
You'd always take him.
Yes. And Isaiah Yo.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, yo. And then you got your standby players with Dylan Edwards, Nico Hines, Damien Cook.
All right. Now,
Also,
scroll up a bit.
1, 2, 3,
13 debutants.
4, 5. Oh, is it 13? Mad.
Cleary being one. There's a few that probably would have had tests for COVID. That and they were scared to play any tests. So just teaches them for not playing. Yeah, I think the team, there's a few interesting points. I think Matt Burton is an absolute weapon.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Matt Burton. He's just...
But hear me out. I guess they're taking him as a more centre cover than halves.
Yeah, I think he'll be more of a centre cover, and then you got him that because he's got that boot on him.
Then
Where do you fit him in?
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, are you getting that much more by choosing him over, say, Edwards?
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, I'd probably leave
Burton at home.
And either put Nico or Edwards. Probably Nico could probably have a spot because he's probably going centre. And you've still got Val in the team as well.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to play him on the wing. You got Trelmit, you got Jack Wyden. And like Jack Wyden can play halves as well.
You got Josh Adokar and
Val, I think.
Tuolangi for your...
And Tuolangi. But then the other thing is too, which people might not agree. But I reckon Tuolangi, I might have gone... you could even give Dal his spot if you wanted to. I mean, Dylan, sorry.
I knew it.
Dylan Edwards, because with that, because if you played Val and Josh on the wings, you got Jack Wyden, and then you've even got, the other thing is that Campbell Graham over Dylan Edwards, like Campbell Graham's had a mean year. He's a centre for the Rabbitohs. Man, I don't know. He doesn't really give you much else but being a centre. So
maybe these are the only people that went for the carrot.
I'm pretty sure the three on standby wouldn't mind a piece of the carrot. So those selections for me are quite interesting. To leave Nico, there's only those select few that I'm talking about would be Murray, Tuolangi. It'd be Matt Burton and Campbell Graham. I think those are interesting picks over, say, Dylan Edwards and Nico missing out.
Yep.
It might leave them a bit thin for wingers if Murray doesn't go. But then they've got centres all over the shop. So I think taking Campbell Graham is very interesting.
Because
you could have Nico or Dylan Edwards in that spot.
Who are your 5'8"? You got Munster.
Yeah,
Jack Wyden can probably...
He could go there. Like what? Like
I don't know if
the thing with Campbell Graham, that this is why I'm finding it so weird, is he literally can only play centre.
Yeah.
When you've got all these players that can play centre, winger, fullback.
And with obviously class players like...
We got Trelmit, Jack Wyden, and if shit hits the fan, you can put Val back into centre.
Yeah. And then like your players like Hines and Edwards.
And you've still got Burton because I haven't pulled him out. Who can play centre and 5'8". I just find Campbell Graham very... Like, he's a good player. Like, he'll do well, but I just find that interesting to leave out the Dally M and the...
Yeah. How many is it Harry Grant's come up and just taken Cook's spot?
Yeah, I think it's more about... I think Harry Grant probably has a better all-over game than...
Yeah, definitely.
Cook. Cookie's a real good runner, but I personally think they might start Ben Hunt.
Yeah.
And then bring Harry Grant on off the bench like they did for Origin.
Yeah.
I think that made a difference
changed
for
the
Queensland.
game. Yeah, he was mean.
And then, like, he's also a half cover.
Yep.
So, you know, if Cook could play half, he might have got the nod. But a lot of people will be surprised to see Cookie not play. And, I think he'd probably deserve to be in the team, but then it's like, who do you take out? Oh, would you take him over Harry? And Harry could probably play 13 as well. Probably not as well as the Cheese does, but I think Harry might be able to do that, but I just don't think Cook will be able to do that.
Yeah. Hey, it's going to be interesting how they do it.
But then that's only really two hookers, and if a half goes down and Hunt has to go there, then you've got Harry Grant only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you'd probably want to take 3 possible hookers, maybe. Don't know. Who are you playing at 6 and 7? In your opinion? So you've got DCE, Cleary, and Munster. Who are you picking for the combo?
Cleary and Munster.
You have to, eh?
Yeah. You can't go past
At least
it.
to start with. And if shit hits the fan, then you can go back to the Queensland combo.
Yeah, I can say it's the only thing. It's not the Queensland combo, but Cleary
has to
has
be
taken
in
his
there.
team to 2 premierships in a row, like
You
being in
cannot-
3 finals.
You cannot leave Cleary out of the starting position.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't play DCE at 6. So, yeah, I'm the same. What do you think if still a stacked ass team as per usual? What do you think their weakness would be? You see a chink in the armor?
Still got a mean team.
I
But I feel like
personally-
they're a little bit softer than they would be up front. Sorry.
Yep, that's what through the middle. Yep.
Yeah, through the middle. Like the players that they lost that.
I mean, they still got real good players. So you got the likes of, Patrick Carrigan. You got Lindsay Collins, Cotter, Crichton, Tino. Tino's the one that brings probably a bit more of the hiss, because a lot of the Island boys and that have gone back to the other teams. They're
Yeah.
lacking a bit
Yeah.
of that punch.
Even like Regan Campbell-Gillard, he runs a solid line.
Yep.
But they're just missing that
You know,
hiss, if you will.
Papali'i or someone like that.
Yeah.
That real. But then,
They've probably got
I mean, they got a lot of hard workers, so they're going to
because
be
they've probably
very
got
hard
like
to
the
score on.
second best halves pairing in the world at the moment. Nice.
Well, they're not a proven combination.
Yes.
So hey, they could be shit.
Um,
Cleary and Munster could be shit together.
Depends how they play it. They probably have the best 14 coming into the World Cup if they either have even Harry Grant or thing, because we'll be playing Brandon Smith probably or at 9.
The whole time.
Yeah. So their 14 is pretty strong.
Yeah. I think
If it's Hunt or if that's the way they do it.
because I'll get to the Kiwis, but
Yeah.
I think just something in the middle. I don't think that's they're great defensively and they're all hard workers. Who's going to provide that?
Yeah, well, I reckon Holmes or Hunt's going to be the standouts for Australia. Who do you reckon? Don't forget we've got Adokar at the top.
Yes, I think Paddy Carrigan is going to be in what is probably not their top pack that they would usually pick. I reckon he seems to be someone, and same with Broncos going to, and then playing Queensland, he stepped up. I think he'll step up to this, and he just seems like the type of player that takes it in his stride and just grows an extra leg.
Yep.
Tino's probably going to be huge for them. He gets through a lot of work, and it's a hard carry of the ball.
He's such a mean player for being in the team that finished 16th.
Oh, that's the thing. He's good in a shit team, so you put him with a really good team. He only has to do what he has to.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm probably thinking Tino's probably going to be there. Tino and Paddy up in the middle.
Yep.
And if I was going to choose a back, I'm either going to go Troutman at centre, man, is just freaky.
Yeah.
What he done in Origin is just stupid. So I just feel like, except for that time he went up against Jay Manu and the Kiwis and they lost and he got schooled up. I think Troutman on that centre is going to be with quality halves inside him. He had quality halves at Souths, but
I'm excited.
great forward pack, quality halves. He's going to be getting some
I hope
sick ball.
Jack Whiting gets a decent run as well because
It'll be him and Jack in the centres, wouldn't it? Starting. Troutman and then Jack White on the other
because
side.
you would have Valentine on the wing.
Val and Josh on the wings.
That's why I hope they do because
Teddy out the back.
Whiting's he's a mean player.
Have to be.
And because he's got the boot as well, so he's another option.
Yeah, for sure. Val's he's fucking so good this year.
So anyway, do we hit the Kiwis?
Now for the main team, is that the actual team they named or just? I think that's all possible. Kiwis. Yeah. So if you go, pretty sure if you go to the World Cup site, they had every team as they named. But I digress. Who's their first game? I'll look at that. No, we're playing Lebanon. Who's
Australia's. I thought you were talking about.
Australians, let us rejoice, 'cause we are young and mostly free, dependent on what race you are. Just kidding.
It's going to be it.
But facts, though.
Oh, it's on the internet.
Where is it on here? So Australia play Fiji first up, which they always show a bit of fight. I could go to my actual post, bro, if you want.
Oh, here we go. Do you want to do it this time?
Yeah, I can read it out. All right, so the New Zealand Aotearoa Kiwis rugby league team to play at the World Cup is Nelson Asofa Solomona,
Solid player.
Jesse Bromwich, Kenneth Bromwich, Dylan Brown, James Fisher, Daddy Harris, Kieran Foran, Kuro Peter Hiku, Jar Jar Bless Rome Hughes, Sebastian Chris, Moses Leota, Isaac Liu, Joseph Manu, Jeremy Marshall King, Ronaldo Molitalo, Charles Nicole Clockstad, we can talk about that later, Brenton Nikora, Marata Niokore, Asaya Papali'i, Jordan Rapana, Brandon Smith, Scott Sorensen, Joseph Tarpene, Jared Waria Hargreaves, and Dylan Watini Zalesniak. Woo!
Here we go.
Great team. Brilliant team. Thoughts off the top of that?
How are they only paying? How are they still paying $4.33?
Well, they're boosted. The TAB have given you a boosted odds of up to $5, I think.
Woo. Get on.
So you can get on that. One interesting fact when placing a bet, though, is I think how it ends up, we face, if Aussie win all their games, we win all ours,
we face
each other in the semi-final.
Yeah, let's just smoke them in the semi-final.
Yeah, but interesting. Cool.
So we need them, or we
Now,
need them.
how I see this, I think the TAB and all the punters got it wrong. Like they're $1.45 Australia, so they've come out from $1.30 to 15 cents with all the players they can put out. New Zealand's coming from $7, which was great. But I think Australia should be $2.20 probably. They should still be the favourites, and I think Kiwis should be around that $3.50 to $3.75.
Definitely.
$1 something. Is anyone betting on Australia? Because that is crazy.
I'm not.
Anywho, great team. We'll go through a couple of the talking points. Sebastian Chris gets the nod over Timoko.
Yeah.
I think you said you preferred that in your makeup of
either-
your team. You could have gone either way, but
Yeah, either way. I said that before he smoked Munster.
yeah, threw him into the car park.
It was 50-50. I'm happy. He's been a solid player for the Raiders all year.
If Timoko gets like a full year of NRL again, he'll be in the Kiwis for sure.
Yeah.
Because we don't have.
I'm happy to see Chris in the team, and I know a lot of people wanted Timoko over him, but I'll be happy to see how he goes.
Yeah, I think
he's been
both of them were solid.
Yeah,
So
solid centre for the Raiders.
great addition to the team.
Yes.
Depth in the centres, which is something we're kind of outside of Pet and
Manu.
You probably need Arthurs to have a full NRL season. Yeah, who else in there was there? A bit of Isaac Liu in there.
Yeah, what position does he play?
He's your lock forward. He can play
yes.
He can play up front too, though. He can play up front. Playing with the Titans as well.
Yeah.
So similar to Tino, and the fact he's been in an average team, so doesn't stand. You kind of forget about him.
Yeah. I feel like who was unlucky not to get in the team was Griffin.
Yeah. So that's the next thing I was going to talk about. So it's like him and Jared. Yeah, they're two interesting ones for me personally in the forward pack.
Yeah.
Because you got Griffin, Neem, and Corey Harawira-Naera off the bench at the last half of the year, bro.
Man, I would have loved to see him on the team.
So I think I would have given Isaac Liu spot to Corey possibly.
And
then Jared I would have left out for Griff. But Griff's really young, so he's probably got a lot of tests to come in front of him.
And
this is possibly Jared's. last go on the
and
black jersey.
He's just insane. When
He's a mongrel. He's going to get stuck in. He's always proud to wear the black jersey.
He's not going to be playing a few games for the Roosters at the start of the year.
So I think I'm not mad that Jared's there. He's going to have a crack.
I just don't see him in if we go to the final. I don't see him in the if we don't have any injuries.
Yeah, it's true. He's probably not in that top.
Yeah,
but it's handy to if someone isn't there, you need that big experienced player.
Yep.
Well, he's your man.
Well,
he's done it all. Still that one.
Yeah. So,
because I'm assuming that Taps is going to be playing 13 a lot of the time.
Yes, I think it's one of the options that we're going to have to go with, even though he's the best.
Because there's a possible other option of you could actually. I was thinking the other day, with the skills of Kenny Brom, you could probably run him at 13.
Yep.
Because a lot of those players these days, the 13s, you want. He's a good ball player.
Yeah.
He's got a kick on him as
I
well.
guess if you use Taps at 13 anyway as well, it gives you that option to have Fisher Harris, Leota, and Bromwich.
Well, the other thing is they're going to have
to have Bromwich anyway, and you don't
start.
And you don't want to leave out Leota or Fisher Harris, which is annoying because I would have those two over Bromwich.
Yeah,
at this stage in his career.
I think you don't look. I think he's obviously a lot. I prefer Jesse as a starter. I think Moses is going to offer so much off the bench, like he did against Tonga.
I can see it.
He'll get through a lot of work.
Bromwich and Fisher Harris, and then Leota off the bench.
I think Leota
and Nasty
suits a bench role.
Yeah, and big Nasty.
Yeah, so you got Leota and Nasty on the bench.
Okay.
And then Nas has been playing on the edge a bit too, on back row as well. So imagine if you'd done this. Imagine if you had. Imagine how scary this would be. If I know Jesse's good, but he's not. I'm not going to put him there. What if you had Fisher Harris, Leota, Nas on an edge, and then Tarpany at 13? That is a humongous forward pack.
I'd be like,
that is crazy.
Help me.
I dare them to do it. Just do it. Fuck, I'd love to see that.
In one of the pool matches.
Just, you got Nas on an edge, getting the ball from Leota. Oh. Anyway, forwards, that's definitely, I think, our strength. But we know chumps out wide either.
No. I'm happy to see Jeremy Marshall.
JMK, yeah, I thought you would be. He's played well this year.
I didn't see him not get in the team, to be honest, but because we need that option. He's just... Because I wonder if they're going to...
Do you think he's in front of Foz for getting like a 14 jersey?
Well, I was just wondering if they almost play him at 9, which would be insane, but then so you have Brandon at 14 or
13 even.
Yeah.
Is there a world? Yeah, because
he is a proven... he is a good hooker. Not as probably as good a thing.
So
but
what I'd like to see, it might fuck with how fluent your team is, but... If, let's say, Brandon starts at 9, Marshall King comes on,
Brandon moves back to
13, Jesse goes off, Taps goes to the front. That'll work. That'll end up... That's quite a nice little change.
Yeah.
If it's not... if you're starting to get a bit of momentum and you need that... Just the cheese is so good around the ruck.
Yeah.
And even his carries at 13 are hectic. He's just got good low to the ground. He's actually good running into big men because they have to try and bend over to get him.
When Jesse comes on, Taps has his rest.
Yeah.
And then you can probably shift, and then Taps comes back on, you shift them back almost.
Yeah, that's what I think. You could do a little shimmer like that.
That'd be pretty mean. Because I do, he's quite zippy and fast out of hooker when he just comes out of from the back. So,
who else? Charles Nicole Clockstead finished the rest of the season in New South Wales Cup. So it's an interesting.
Stoked to see him in the team.
Oh, I'm a massive fan of Chansey. Good to see him over there. So obviously, he's a very versatile player.
Yes.
Who do you think's lost a spot because he's gone? Tamati Martin, maybe.
Tamati.
Wonder if he was fit, because he did have that punctured lung, at the end of the year.
Yeah. Who else would have been?
Tamati, Sean, and who else was left out of that? Cody Nikorima.
Oh yeah, Cody.
So
he wasn't playing many minutes. Well, I guess he was playing more.
First grade minutes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe I think but correctly, he's not really. He's a different position. He's centre, fullback, winger.
Yeah.
He can play all those three positions. So,
Because
I mean, it's a good play for like a World Cup squad because he can play in all those outside back positions.
yeah. And then because you got, if you need to, you can chuck him at the back, or Dow, say, if we need to chuck Manu in at 5'8" or whatever.
Yeah, Manu 5'8", Manu centre.
Say if anything happened, like you got Manu to go into 5'8", so then maybe that's what they're thinking.
Possibly. I wonder if Manu's going to play straight away when they get over there. Having his little calf strain as well.
Yeah. You'd probably just rest him.
Maybe
You still
one
want to give
more
him a
game.
run, but rest him, chuck Dow at the back, Mulatalo and who have we got for our wings?
Rapana.
Yeah, Rapana, obviously. Centres, obviously Hiku and who would
Chris.
Chris, because I'd like to see.
Chris and Raps on the same edge usually?
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
So that might even be affecting us.
Kura,
as well.
I'd like to see him in the second row and off the bench probably.
Mm.
He's insane off the bench.
Yeah, no, he's bloody good. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. We've had him on the bench too, next to Nas and who the fuck? Leota, Nas, and Neo Corday on the bench. Good luck. Good luck. Wow, it's a good bench. Who else is down there? Scotty Sorensen. We haven't spoken about him yet. He played really well, so even he could roll Robocop. He could be on the bench too.
This is the best team we've had.
A long time.
And just having Dow on the team. The ringlet mullet, I'm stoked.
Had to. He can play. Same thing with he's a bloody good winger. He can play fullback really well. He's done it at the highest level before. He can play centre.
Yep.
So with how we've got like Joey Manu, him, Rapana's the same. And Chansey. So we've got a real good cover across. I think if any of them go down, we're covered. So
Yep. Who's your Kiwi player of the
tourney?
Yep.
I think if Joey Manu plays the whole tourney, I'll throw him out there.
Yep. It'll be hard to go past him. I might go Fisher Harris.
Yeah.
I reckon he's just going to go up another gear.
The big fish.
Playing for his country, playing with the boys, like the Kiwi boys. I reckon he's just going to be insane.
Man, I reckon.
And I want to see Fozzer get a run now. Man.
If I'm going to go forward and a back, okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Joey Manu out the back.
Yep.
And if I'm talking forwards, talking about my boy with the shaved head. Ice puppy.
I believe.
Old shaved ice.
Okay. I feel like Manu's just an easy one to go, so I'm going to go.
It is easy. Yeah, give us an oddball one. Give us one out of the park, mate. You like that sort of stuff.
I'm just going to go one of our wingers, any winger pretty much, Mulatalo or Rapana. If they get the ball, I reckon they're going to be hard to.
Yeah, because who's
Hiku will be on the inside.
who's outside Hiku?
Probably
Is it-
Mulatalo. He moved across to the other side in the.
Yeah.
So Hiku just puts anyone away.
Yeah, whoever's outside Hiku. That
I reckon just any of our wingers will be hard to stop if they've
yeah, mate.
got a bit of space.
Do you know outside of I seen this stat? Do you know outside of Tedesco, Gutherson, and Dylan Edwards? Do you know who the fourth most runs in the whole NRL was this year?
Is it one of our players?
It is.
I'm going to have to go. Is it someone I won't expect?
Yeah.
Hiku.
Yes.
I just remember him getting that massive amount of meters in that one game.
But like for a centre,
That's insane.
the other three are fullbacks. There's so many other fullbacks that do a lot of work in the game. That just showed how well Peter Hiku played this year. So he's going to have he can play fullback as well.
He could even be one of the players at this.
Bro, anyway, I'm just excited.
Yes. We've got a warm-up game this Sunday.
We do. We're playing Leeds Rhinos.
Yes.
There's one random guy named who plays for St. Helens. I've never heard of him.
Huh.
I think we must be short a couple of those. Do you want to play for the Kiwis in the weekend?
I guess a couple of them won't be over yet.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. And the
Or the finalists aren't over there. So it might be a bit
yeah,
soft up front.
Penrith boys will not be keen to play at the moment.
No, they've got another week
they'll
off.
be on a come down.
I'll be surprised if they play even the first round against Lebanon.
Yeah, so
So you'd probably start Jared and Jesse, Kenny Brom,
Nass off the bench.
Nas off the bench. Who would be on the other second rower?
Would Isaiah?
Oh, I got Brenton Nicola and Isaiah Papali'i.
But will Papali'i be playing this weekend?
Oh, yeah, because he was in the final too. Forgot. No, he won't be. Maybe Isaac Liu get to go there, probably. Because Nia Cordy probably won't be over there either.
We'll have to see how they do it.
Then big Tap. Even Tap could have a run at the front row for that game.
Yep.
Yeah, because Cheese will be over there. Marshall King will be over there.
Anyone that besides Panthers or Eels should be over there by now.
Yeah, I've seen all that stuff. Dallon's over there. Manu's over
Yeah,
there.
man, he looks so happy, eh?
Hard.
Sweet.
All right. So that wraps those to the two main teams. Well, you know, outside of Lebanon.
Well, the two teams that people just seem to talk about, and England, watch out for, and obviously Samoa and Tonga are going to put in performance, but it depends how far they go.
Yeah, Samoa, I'm really interested to see how they go, but they got a stacked bloody team this year. It's so good to see.
Just don't beat us.
Fuck it. If they do, they do.
Yeah.
That was the best thing that happened to us, was losing to like Tonga and Fiji.
Yeah.
It was a really line in the sand moment. I think since then we've played shitloads better.
Yep.
Okay, so that wraps that. We're straight into the next section with this weed tune.
Your money right in the end, who the man though? Pile up the cash, then I do that money dance though. 50K for the beat in the event, son. What's the light when your house is like a mansion? Your money.
All right. I was going to say welcome back to the show. I guess you're coming back. You might have had a little moment there, and now you're coming back into reality. All right. This is the best bet section. Obviously, there might be odds for the game against Leeds, but I don't think so. So I'm going to stay well clear of that, even if there was. And we're going to go change up a bit with best bet.
Yes.
We're going to have a bit of a go on the hoi ho.
The hoi ho this weekend.
The horses. All right. So that Kiwi punter,
the man himself, he got bet in the correct in the weekend.
Yes. Shout out
Dylan
to Kane,
Underwoods.
aka that Kiwi punters. He's tell you what, on a few occasions he kept my account alive.
He's onto it, man. Like,
tipped out the old Clive Churchill medalist. What a champion! But he's also into the hoi ho as well.
Man, I would have been so angry if they just gave that to Cleary.
Yeah,
because he was the
no,
best.
not off that game. Like Cleary was epic, but Dylan Edwards.
He made a couple at the start. He made some random decisions with not kicking.
Yeah, but that might have been the game plan. But Dylan Edwards was just a freak. So that Kiwi punter, he's gone. Harweda, race 2, Sans Dupte. Sans Delte?
I'll bring it up.
Dupte?
Race 2?
Dupte. San Dupte. Race 2, Harweda. Number
8?
Harweda?
Oh, there, no, number 10.
Yes. Lisa or
is
Press?
that Duche or?
Oh, he spelt it wrong. Sans Dute. Or Dute.
Dute, maybe, yeah. Anyway, number 10, race 2.
All right. Number 10, race 2, goes away from the big meeting to get a win on the boards. So obviously trained in Matamata, but they've taken it over down to Harweda or across.
All press on board.
He said should be playing like $1.80, but based on current form. But it's at $3.50. Fuck, that is good. That's not a great field. Well, there's a couple of good ones
Rocket
in there,
baby.
but $3.50. Lisa Allpress be one of the best jockeys there. Mark Walker. Say no more. The boy will probably be paying you out. Who have you gone with, Jace?
I've gone with in the Hawke's Bay Guineas that's racing at Matamata.
Yes.
Race 6, Pierre, is my uncle's horse.
Boy, beer.
At $7.50.
Yes, okay, tell me more.
Got McNabb on.
Okay.
There's a lot of talk about this horse, so...
Is there?
Apparently.
What, at your probably around your family dinners?
Nah, just in general, like on the line.
Out there on the line.
Yeah.
Speak to me. What does it say about it?
What race did I say? Race 6. So I'm pretty excited to see that get in. It's in a good field. Dynastic.
Oh yeah, shit.
Back to its home track now though, so.
But outside of Dynastic, that's probably the main worry.
Yeah. Bestseller maybe.
John Batty. Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Didn't see that was in there.
Um,
So you got those couple at the top. So it's probably, I reckon it's priced about right, but that's good value.
yeah, so at 750 at the moment, I reckon it would run a good race. It's had a first and a second for its 2 starts.
So you're going against this. Isn't that your one? Is that Lightning? Different colours. No, this is the other one.
What do I bet?
The one that got you the multi, same colours.
Oh, yeah, no, that was Sweet Alice.
Oh, Sweet Alice. Yeah. So, what's its stats on the old heavy or the soft? Don't call it slow anymore.
Heavy. 2 starts, 1 win, 1 place.
1-1. Okay. Doesn't mind it a bit moist.
Doesn't mind it a bit moist.
Doesn't mind a bit of moisture. All right.
But yeah, so obviously it's going with my uncle's horse, so it's hard to go against it. So
But it's up against a couple of really sharp ones, but home track.
yeah,
Have a crack.
exactly.
All right. Nice, mate. Okay. For me, I've gone race 4. This one is a bit. It's one I've followed. I've followed a lot, and I've backed a lot. At the moment, could be false at the moment. It's so early, but I've gone a Fontaine. Trained by Ralph Manning. Freshened, winner of both starts in Matamata. 2 starts in Mata for 2 wins. Goes well on the heavy or the soft. And like I said, I followed it, so I want to stay on. It's gonna be paying a bit on the day. So if you're not as keen, you could go on the place, or even the TAB have the
Great stat for the heavy.
top 4. They're still doing top 4. Top 4 market. Probably won't show it on.
Probably
it's
won't show
too far out.
Oh yeah, top 2, 3, 4.
Okay, yeah. What's top 4 paying?
Top 4, $5.
It'll be a favourite to run 5th. But for 4th, for $5, I'll be putting that on tonight. Are you putting it on tonight? Yeah. Distance, probably, it'll be a bit hard with the distance. She'd like a little bit further, possibly. But it's been running a bit further lately. Also, its last 5 starts have been open handicap, and I believe this is rating 75.
So
Down in grade.
Speaks for itself.
Down in grade. It's up against some sharp horses, so don't get too crazy on it, but have a play at that top 4 option, and even a sly each way.
A slight. Oh, whoops! I clicked on the wrong meat.
Sly each way. So that's mine, Fontaine.
Just a quick mathematical equation. Chuck those in a multi.
You go top 4?
Oh, do you want me to go top 4?
That would be my solid bet, yeah.
Okay. What was the Rose one? Race.
Race 2.
Yeah, I thought it was race.
Sans doute.
Oh, there.
Sans doute.
Okay. We'll go top 4 for your one. Might as well just chuck it out there so people.
Yeah, I'll be solid on the top 4. It's be a pretty big ask for the win. Get some pretty good horses, but hey, down in grade.
Down in grade. Race 4. Top 4.
Get in on that top 4 action.
131. So you chuck 10 on that. That's a young 1300.
On $1,300. All right, so that's the best bet section. You had one more.
I'm going to chuck another one out there.
Okay.
Same day.
Same day.
Caulfield Guineas.
He's gone international.
Yeah.
He's international, man.
Let me just bring it up. Race 6, I believe. Race 8. There's a lot of good horses in that race. You got Berkeley Square, Golden Mile, obviously.
Tijuana.
But I'm going to chuck it out there, even just for a top 4 as well. You could go. Sir Bailey. They got top 4.
Where are we?
Yeah. They got top 4s up. Number
420 for
what is it?
12.
Yeah. Drawn 4, so
What's got you horny about that? Is that
TB.
interest?
Just it's been thereabouts, 5th and 4th.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to hit that top 4 market as well?
Probably hit that top 4, but obviously go on the Winners were out 26s. Hasn't done anything on the course, but just where it's drawn, I think it could get a soft run
Okay.
and just pop out.
Pop out, boom, finish off strong.
Yeah, because there's a lot of talk about other horses. Like,
We like to shop a bit of value around
yeah,
here.
we love value. But yeah, Sir Bailey, get on. Like, it's been thereabouts. It's had 7 starts, 1 win, 1 third. So
Here's another tip. Race 1.
we're at
I like Tiako's one. I like Mark Walker's one in the first race.
Michael Wiggers
Take your
half the
pick.
race.
Take your pick, half the field.
Also on
Holy shit, I've never seen so many in one race. So you got 1, 2, 3, that hasn't got a jockey, so it's probably not running. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8 runners in the first race. Holy hell.
also. Who do you like in the
Oh,
like
yes.
Power Group 1?
Yes, that's a tough one.
You got Animo. Oh, yeah, where's it? Animo.
Animo.
I'm Thunderstruck. Zaki. I like Mr. Brightside. It always runs a cheeky race.
I'm probably going to stay on Alligator Blood.
Alligator. You got Alligator Blood.
I'll stay on. I got on last time. Paying good money too.
Yeah, I'll probably go.
Hard to go past.
It's in a lot bigger race. Maybe missed like this Brightside for a little bit of value. Chuck it in your tries.
Tops. Yeah, for a place you're getting $3.20. Even top 2 you're getting $5.
Man, there's some good horses in this race.
It's a nice race. Now, non-conformist, correct me if I'm wrong, that's ex-Kiwi horse, isn't it? Is it, or am I talking caca?
See if it's good.
Doesn't go back far enough.
Damn it. It sounds...
Just the name rings a bell, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick on the Alligator Blood.
Okay. I like it.
Obviously,
Man, there's some big...
Zaki, hard to beat. I'm Thunderstruck. Mate, I tell you, in the quaddie, I won't be anchoring.
Cool Sign Mad's back in.
He's back in, baby. Cool Sign Mav. How good is he? Got me that quaddie and the win bet. Paying bloody.
Remember when he... Because he won the Hawke's
Yeah.
Bay Guineas or the...
Was it race at Tarapa? No.
No, because they were showing all the horses that won the race leading up to in the weekend when it was over the Hawke's Bay Guineas or that Cup, whatever it's coming they have.
Yeah.
And he won it.
Oh, I wish one is in there too. So I'll probably do a little Cornella with I Wish I Won and Call Sign Map.
Yep.
The Kiwi Quinn.
Kiwi Quinn. Also, just if there's any people that like the horses, how good were the Kiwi horses in the weekend?
Outstanding.
She's literally split.
That was bloody brilliant one. Brilliant one. I'm really interested to see how I Wish I Win goes here. Looking to be a bloody epic horse that.
Old thing's gone to favourite as well for the Caulfield Cup.
Who, sorry?
Smoking Romans.
Shit, yeah, that one well too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be here all night, so we better cut it off.
Yes.
All right, so those are your horse bets for the weekend.
And if you didn't get on and they win, well, that's on you.
Yeah. So enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for listening. We have been that Kiwi NRL podcast.
And coming at you with horse bets.
/ the odd horse bet. And we're probably going to do it. It's locked in.
Yes, I'm
with,
excited about it.
That
actually.
NRL punter, a.k.a. The Last Leg. That's another page he runs with another one of his mates. We're going to get them involved. We're going to do a little rundown for the Melbourne Cup. We'd like to have a play.
Probably do that on a Sunday.
Yeah, we're looking at doing that on a Sunday so we can have that live by the Monday so your bet ready on the Tuesday. Why would we do it on that day when it's the hardest day ever in the world? I don't know. But hey, everyone gets amongst it, so we're getting amongst it.
Let's go.
All right. So peace out. Thanks for listening.
You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Kiwi. Show